Hey guys, it's Jack with CDL PowerSuite. Today we're going to be going through the instructor portal. So first, when you sign into the instructor portal, you're going to have welcome, and then it's going to be your name up here at the top. And then we'll also have the date here as well as any students that are scheduled. So you can click between different days to look at past days, to look at future days. We're going to stick on the day that we are on today. Next, we have our daily planner here. So this will be students that are scheduled with you for a drive. You can use the daily planner to do this scheduling, but you can also pick other students that are not in your schedule. So let's look at first what it would look like if we're picking someone that's in our daily schedule. So we look and we see the student right here. We click on their name. We open up their profile. Now we can see the road, range, pre-trip, and other events in here. Now, we preload all the FMCSA modules in here, and then you can add any modules that you would like or remove the ones that we currently have preloaded in here for you. But let's say that we're going to do a public road event with them. Now, if they've done some events, we can hover over this and we can see what events they have done. If they have a green check mark, then we know that they've been marked proficient. If they have a red X, it means they've failed their last event. So let's do this A3.1 to 3.6 right here. I'm going to hit this green check mark. Then we have the option to select training or an assessment. Let's do the training for this exercise. Now it's going to pull up our previous training score as well as previous comments from other instructors. So this is really helpful if you have a bunch of instructors or if you just have one and you want to reflect on the previous score that the student has gotten and the other comments that come with it. Let's hit the start button here to get the event started. When you hit the start button, a couple things happen. One, we get brought to this screen, which is our scoring rubric. You'll also notice in the top right corner, we have the time running right up in here. So this time is going to run the entire length of the drive. When the drive's going on, it'll be running. So right when you start the drive, you can set your phone down or the tablet down, whatever you're using to record the drive, and then simply take the student along the drive. At the end of the drive, that's when you can pick this device back up, and then we can talk about the scoring categories for a student. So we score on a 1 to 5 basis for the trainings, and 1 star being unsafe to 5 exceeding expectations. We're really looking for that 4 or 5 stars on each unit to mark them proficient for that event. And then we also have scoring criteria going all the way down. So we have A3.1 vehicle controls and what we're looking for. So if we have new instructors or instructors that need a refresher, they can refer back to this by simply clicking or hovering over the I on this scoring grading criteria. Now let's say the end of the drive has happened and we want to give this student a score. It's simple as coming in here, clicking what they're going to be getting. Let's say they've done a great job on this drive and this is their score. We can come down here. We have 3 different options. One's the automatic fail. So if they, for some reason, failed their drive right off the bat or something like that, we can automatically fail them. That stops the drive and it gives them that red X on the scorecard. We can also pause their drive. If there's some sort of reason we need to pause it, we can pause it right there. And then most commonly, we're going to be reviewing their score. So that's when we're going to look at what they had gotten and then take a peek at that. Down here, we also have the option to add a driver. So if you're doing multiple events in the yard or something like that, we can add another driver. And I'll show you what that looks like here in just a minute. So let's go review score for this driver. Review the score. Did this student show proficiency? And we're going to say yes, they did, because we see they had a 4 or 5 on all of these events and they did a great job. We can add comments in here and let's just say great job. Now, when you're doing this on a phone, you can do voice to text directly into this box. So this instructor can just be, student did a great job today. Vehicle controls were strong and shifting transmission was really the highlight of the drive. Let's just say, yes, they showed proficiency. Once you click one of these boxes, whether they've showed proficiency or not, you'll be able to either click next event or complete. Let's hit complete for this student. Now that you've hit complete on that student, you're going to see that drive show up right here. And you'll also see another drive that I did this morning. So these are the 2 that are on here. You could always click on those events, look at the score, and make edits if there was ever an instance where you needed to edit that scorecard for whatever reason. I'm going to cancel out of that because we don't need to make an edit to the scorecard. Now what we're going to do is select a student that hasn't been on our daily planner. So if you have a couple students on your planner, say you're going to do public road time with them today, and then you also want to do range events, but you don't know which students you're going to be working with, we can click this red check box right here, plus button. Click on that, and that's going to give you all of your students who are current students. So any student that's currently attending your school at that specific location you're looking at will be in this system. Then you can scroll through here and find the student you want to do training with. Let's say we're going to do a training with Ava, and we're going to do a range event with Ava. We can come into here, select the range event they're going to be doing. So let's say we're going to be working with straight back with Ava, and we're going to hit that plus button. We're going to start the event, and we're going to have that timer running up here. So we're going to let Ava work on some straight backs, and at the same time, what we want to do is add another student because we're working on 2 different trucks at the same time, watching them do their straight backs, and we're doing assessments for them. Let's pick Ashley. So Ashley's also going to be doing straight back, but just in the truck that's next to Ava. So I'm going to hit start here, and now her timer starts running. Now you see there's 2 different students down here. So if I click right here, both of those students will pop up, and you can have as many as you want kind of running through this, depending on how you run your yard and how you are recording your training events. So we have those both running up here. Right now, we're currently on Ashley, and you can see we're on Ashley because it's a shaded out box, and we get a little icon saying you can't even select her because you're already on that student. Now, if we wanted to switch back to Ava and give Ava a score, so say, oh, yep, we had a couple of these happen. 3 points of contact right there. No, not great. Okay. Now we can switch back. Let's switch back to Ashley. Oh, Ashley got out and looked once. Now we'll switch back to Ava. Now, say that she's done her straight backs and she's done. We're done doing an assessment for her. We're going to review the score for Ava. Did the student show proficiency based on the scorecard? We can say yes or no. We'll say no for this. They didn't show proficiency. We'd like them to show a little bit more. Say complete. Great. And then once we hit that, we still have running events. So that's when we can come down here, select Ashley, who's still going on. We can go into Ashley's profile right here, select this, and then we can review Ashley's score right here. Say review score for Ashley. Did this student show proficiency? Yeah, Ashley did show proficiency. She only had 1 point there. And we're going to hit complete for Ashley. So that's how you run it with multiple students at one time. And then also starting and picking events with the daily planner. You'll notice earlier, you know how we did with GEM example student here, we actually marked the student proficient. So as soon as they've been marked proficient, that will pop up right here, that top one, they've been marked proficient and good to go. So that's a quick little overview of the instructor portal. If you guys have any questions, be sure to reach out to us directly. Our number is 509-931-1112, and then also feel free to shoot us an email at any time, which is going to be info@cdlpowersuite.com. Look forward to you guys all trying this out, and look forward to answering any questions you may have.